Yeah, for me, I'm super interested in doing something, in the realm of management consulting or law, something where it's really client focused and, dedicating yourself to a service that's, bigger than yourself and looking at the hardest problems and trying to solve them, basically. That's what I really enjoy. So, yeah.
I really want to be a doctor and obstetrician, like delivering babies. I also kind of want to be like a gynecologist. Like I'm tossing up between the two, they're very similar, but like I just want to be able to help like large groups at a time. It's kind of hard to do if you're being a doctor and just helping individual people, but I don't know, something like that. I want to help people.
Well, I'm currently studying psychology, so something along the lines of that, maybe a clinical psychologist, or if I go down the med pathway, if I can, like a psychiatrist would be amazing. I just want to be able to help people and make the most of like what I can offer to the world.
I think working in an industry where I could help people better on like the sporting field. So I'm studying sports engineering at the uni and helping people get over their injuries and achieve the best that they can on and off the court.
So I'm actually live in Melbourne normally. I'm doing my honours in political science and policy. My career goals, despite the disruptions from COVID, would probably be to work in policy, whether that would be in government or in a think tank, or in one way or another try to shape the kind of policy outcomes that we see. Yeah, domestically I'm more interested in domestic politics than international relations or anything else, so yeah.
I would love to get paid to perform.
And what do you perform?
Music theatre.
I study classics and archaeology, and I would like to be an archaeologist.
I think my main goal in life is to be able to always follow my passions, and I'm lucky that I get to study theatre and performance, so I'd love to be creative my whole life.
I do international development, so I'm not quite sure exactly, but something in the humanitarian sort of field because of that, so yeah.
My ideal career aspiration is to work in pharmaceuticals, or not pharmaceuticals, more like implants and prosthetics. So for people who have lost limbs or lost use of their eyes or their hearing, to develop devices that will give them back their sensory and their mobility functions again.
Probably to work in the law field.
Yeah, work in a law firm. Yeah.
I'd like to be, currently I'm studying a chemical engineering degree, so I'd like to hopefully be working in that industry soon.
My dream job is to be a nurse.
It'd be really cool if we had to go even further than that, but in my lifetime I don't think I'd get more than basic functionality like motor movement. But if I could also include other aspects like what you see in sci-fi movies with like Iron Man, where the arm has multiple parts to it and can have lots of utilities, that'd be really cool and fun. That's my ideal job, and I would like to work in that field.
Well, actually, I originally wanted to be a teacher, right? Because my whole family was like, my grandma and my mom are all teachers, and so they were like, oh, you should be a teacher, it's a good job. So like, oh, okay, I'll try to be a teacher. And so I went to uni and did some like teaching courses, and I didn't like it, and like had some mental things going on, and it was very exhausting when you're doing something that you don't want to do. So I took a break, and then one night I had a dream that I was a nurse, and I felt really good about myself being in that dream. I was like, oh, I'm a nurse, and it feels really good to be a nurse. And so I decided I want to be a nurse. And so I'm here now doing a program to get into nursing. So that's my dream job. I actually had a dream about it and everything. Oh, so yeah.
So I'd say at the moment I'm keeping everything quite broad and open. I'm strongly considering going into academia, so I'm planning to do honours next year. Depending how well I do at honours, I'll go on to do Masters or a PhD. But yeah, looking at grad programs at the same time and keeping all my doors open. Don't want to close any of them.
Yeah, well, I'd like to be, I'm studying electronic engineering, and I'd love to be an electronic engineer, potentially. I'd love to be in charge of projects, really try and make something awesome that people can use and can make their life better.
And I want to be a systems engineer, so making, say, user interfaces or systems for things like defense, for warships or satellite stations and stuff like that.
My dream job would be to join the legal corps in the Australian Defence Force. Probably work there, do some overseas work, probably represent Australia in the International Criminal Court of Justice as a army lawyer, which would be ideal. So yeah, that'd be my dream job.
Vineyard manager, maybe, I don't know. So I'm really interested in champagne and white wines. So it's wise for me to work in winery and to share experience of wine tasting with people.
Hey everyone, thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below telling us what question we should ask people next. See you next time.